Hi everyone. We've had several people reach out to us with issues regarding the use of our autoloader TL model, which is specifically used with top-loaded cards. I finally got around to making a quick video here to share some helpful tips and tricks to guarantee a smoother scanning experience. So let's get started. So first off, the first most important thing is removing this front top roller here. And that can be done by mashing in these gray tabs, and then literally the little door just pops open. And so you see this roller right here. For whatever reason, the top loaders always get jammed if it's installed in the scanner itself. So that's what the first thing we want to do is remove this. So once you remove it, take and set it aside in a safe place so you can find it later if you need to put it back for scanning raw cards or what have you. So we'll close that back up. The next most important thing is to take a damp paper towel. You don't want to get it too wet. You want to get it just so where it's moist to the touch. And these rollers right here are very important. These are the infeed rollers. And so oftentimes they'll get grime and dirt and dust built up over time. And so what I like to do is I take this, the damp paper towel, and I'll put it at the bottom, and I'll just take and wipe it up. And then once I get it to the top, I'll push the wheel down and just keep wiping up. And you do this several times till you go all the way around the wheel. You want to get the whole thing, the whole circumference of the wheel, nice and clean. And then you want to do the other side. See, it has some of the dirt and grime just from the few runs that I've done. So it does build up. So if you have a lot of jams, oftentimes the number one thing you want to do is clean these wheels off. So just wiping up, and then pull the wheel down. It's a one-way bearing wheel, so it'll locks as it goes up, and then when you pull it down, it should rotate. The next thing that we often do is we clean these little rollers right here, these little smooth rollers. There's a total of 8 of them. I can barely see them, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are a little bit harder to clean. Most of the time I just have to wipe it sideways. You can wipe it sideways, and then you have to take your thumb and push down on the roller and roll it manually. So you'll wipe it. You just keep wiping it until you've wiped the whole thing all the way around the circumference of the roller. This takes a little bit of time just because it's a little bit harder. But as you can see, there's some dust and built up grime on the roller themselves. Oftentimes this really inhibits the feeding of the card into the scanner, and it causes a lot of jams. So if you're having a lot of jams and a lot of issues, you want to clean these pretty often. I would say at least every 1,000 cards or so, or at least until you start seeing a lot of jams with our when you feed the cards into the scanner itself. But those are the main tips and tricks that I have for you. Hopefully this helps make a smoother scanning experience. But let me know if you guys have any more questions, and we'll go from there. Have a good one.